Molly, Nat, Pamela.
We're V.I.P.
Watch us on Loveline coming up next.
Loveline is meant for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content.
Loveline. Viewer discretion advised.
Hey, welcome to Loveline. Tonight our special guest from V.I.P, Pamela Anderson Lee, Molly Culver, Natalie Raitano. I'm Diane Farr, here in the Men of Loveline, Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Boy, do we got a show for you guys. Boy, do we got a show planned. We got some good times for you guys tonight.
All right. We'll take questions from the audience. Call
That's
from the
right.
phone.
That's
Call
right.
us from the V.I.P phone.
That's right.
Diane Farr is here to help us out.
That's
You're
right.
Adam.
That's right.
Andrew, you're
That's
pissed.
right. That's
I
pissed.
share your concerns.
Thank you.
And we have guests.
Yeah, the cast of VIP is going to be in
That's
here.
right.
All right? Good. Matter of fact, I think we should bring them out now. I really do. Did we do that?
I love these girls. I did their show.
You did their show. I
Yeah.
saw you on that show.
Yeah.
I freaked out.
I had flames and a stunt double.
Yeah, it really.
We found
for
out the
a
stunt
second.
doubles.
Oh, you did?
On that show, they only use stunt doubles when somebody could get hurt.
We learned that from the
bio.
I thought, hey, no duh. I got to bring that thing out here. Yeah, it interrupted my masturbation. I saw it just for a beat, and then I got right back to it. Actually sped it up just a little bit. Diane's got a lot of gigs. She's smart. She knows this ain't gonna last forever. Drew, you're not doing anything. I got to go back to carpet cleaning when this ends. All right, that's not a euphemism for oral sex or anything. That's just carpet cleaning, everybody. Let's start off by going to the Wall of Shame. Heather resides there. Heather's 18 years old. Heather?
Hi, I'm living in this really small dorm room, and my roommate constantly has her boyfriend over, and while I'm in the room, they'll be going at it, doing God knows what, throwing their clothes, and she disregards that I'm there. I don't know what to do. Sometimes I'll walk in on them and they won't even stop. I've talked to her about it and nothing's changed. It's even gotten worse. I don't know what to do.
Hey, Drew?
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. You know, I watch the Nature Channel a lot when I'm not watching Diane on VIP.
Yeah.
And, you know, we have this question a lot where people walk into the room, people don't notice them, they're making love. And I learned that, alligators, they got, 2 eyelids. They got this one film that goes over them when they go underwater, and then they got, their blinky eyelids.
Right.
I think people have something that covers their ears when they're getting it on.
Right.
There's some sort of, mechanism in the crotch that shuts the ears down, that limits the peripheral vision, makes it into tunnel vision. Because we talk to people all night long, people walking in, doing stuff, making waffles, and they're just getting it on.
Yeah.
Do they not hear you, or do they not care?
I don't know. I don't know
Blatant disregard for another person's feelings.
Mostly the not caring part. And as we've been discussing so feverishly this evening, create consequences for people's actions.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the only thing that
Or they'll
changes.
never stop.
Or they will never stop. What kind of consequences could you create?
You know, I don't know, because it's she's a really nice person, living with her when the boyfriend's not there, and she's real shy and sweet, but... And I talked to her about it, and she acted like she was going to change, and it actually got worse.
That's the point. Some people can't make change based on communication on a verbal level. You have to create consequences. You have to treat them like you would an animal, quite literally.
Well,
Hit them with a newspaper when they're getting it on.
I mean, there has to be something.
Turn a hose on them. That's what you
privilege,
do to a dog,
privilege
right?
you can take away, or some consequence you can bring to
Why
bear.
don't you just leave the door wide open? If she wants to put on a show, put on a show for the floor.
Yeah, they'll close it. I'll go next door to my friends, and they'll close the door, but they won't lock it. And so I walk in, and they're just going at it, and didn't even hear me, or they just ignore me that I'm in
Well,
there.
why don't you try and ask her to set up a system in college? If she puts a little hairband around the doorknob, it means she needs it for an hour, and give her a time limit. She's got an hour.
Some
How do you
mechanism.
know when she put the hairband on?
An hour from when she gets there. You know, like she could end up with 3 hours, but she knows that the most that she
She's
will
an
wait
hour
as
when
the
she
roommate.
discovers the hairband.
Right.
Yes, that's all she'll be inconvenienced. And then when she goes in, open the door, turn on the radio, make a do whatever you want.
I need
She's
a
gonna
smaller
embarrass you,
hairband.
embarrass her
Because I
back.
only need about 5 minutes. I don't know, just a rubber band, those orthodontia rubber bands or something. I don't need an hour.
All right, I think
You just hear the
understand,
TV on.
Heather, what we're saying, right?
Yeah.
I mean, don't waste.
Belly up.
Don't
Do
waste
something.
a lot of time and energy trying to talk about this.
we've done
Create
enough.
real consequences.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Drew,
Yeah, I got him.
you know I love TV where people
you
frolic.
you love everything about TV. Let's face it.
Hey, when the first V.I.P came on, do you remember where we were?
No.
A lot of people remember where they were when Kennedy was shot.
No.
I remember we were in Syracuse.
The first one came on
The
then?
first one, I watched it that night in my hotel room.
In Ithaca, you mean?
Syracuse.
Really?
It's Ithaca. That was a year and a half ago.
I thought
The
it'd been
show's
on for a
only been
long
on for
time.
4
And
Oh,
the
you
point of
idiot.
this-
All right, so we were in
Story
Syracuse.
is-
What was it like, Adam?
I'll never forget that moment. That's all.
Were we together?
I kept my underpants from that night. All right, here are the stars of the show. Pamela Anderson Lee, Natalie Ritano, and Molly Colburn. Stop respelling stuff in the middle. Yep, you see they respelled the... How are you? Good to see you again. Hi, good to see you.
Chill out here.
Drew's cat crapped in there earlier, so you want to take it
I
easy.
see that right there, yeah.
I watch this show. I'm a fan of this
Oh,
show
good.
because the show seems to have a sense of humor about itself.
Exactly. That's what we're trying to do, is it's spoofing itself.
And did it start off that way? I mean, did you set out to do a show that sort of spoofed
Like a
itself
caricature of
or
Hollywood?
spoofed those genres, or did it just evolve into that?
Well, Jonathan Lawton and I met, and he wanted me to do this show like a kind of a Bond character, and I said, no, that's not going to fly. I mean, we have to do something where I'm kind of in over my head, not knowing what I'm doing, and it just kind of became this really funny show. I mean, Jonathan's really hysterical, and we're coming up with this idea, and we kind of been playing with the idea with Columbia, and they're worried about the comedy, they wanted more action. It just kind of evolved into something kind of kooky. It's perfect. I love it. It's so much fun.
It works. And the bikinis don't hurt either, I gotta tell you.
I'm a
And
producer, so I'm
Di-
into exploitation now.
Diane, you...
Diane's a big star from our show. You know,
The flamethrower.
somebody.
Yeah.
she had the hairspray.
Yeah.
Out in
She lit it in flames.
She was an obsessed
the front of the hotel,
woman.
right?
Yes, and the whole set went up in flames.
She got hit with a pheromone spray that turned her from peace-loving into what
Fun
was that?
loving.
Psychotic.
Devil psychotic woman.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
she's great for
it
this
was
role.
But I threw a bucket of ice on her and cooled her off.
yeah.
Perfect.
We ran
You guys
over
had guns
quick and
at
I.
me,
Like,
everything.
How did you get that gig?
Money. Just paid.
No, I mean, you
You audition. You stand in a room the size of a closet and go, I won't leave till I kill you. And they go, that's
She is good.
Sure, you should have seen it. She was she had a hairspray thing was flowing out. It was they had a sex potion, really, is what it was, wasn't it?
Pheromone.
Yeah, they spray it on you and they get everyone horny.
And I
Actually,
was the only one unaffected.
Well, you don't need it. Ladies, you're hopped up enough.
the funny thing with their show though was we did an outside location. We were standing there talking about it. We started at like 9 in the morning. By about 10 a.m. across the street, 400 fans.
Oh my God, it was
barricades.
bananas.
It was
on
the
Sunset.
wildest thing you ever saw.
We got the same problem when we take this show on the road, don't we, Drew?
It's all for Diane, though. But yes.
Brian is 27 and on the phone. Brian?
Good questions.
Yeah, I've been dating my girlfriend for about 5 months now, and we always share our sexual fantasies with each other. Lately, hers has gotten like really weird. Well, first she wanted me to have a three-way with a man, another guy, and I said, no way.
What's weird about that?
And then she wanted to watch me have sex with another woman, and then she got a big kick on she wanted a three with another girl. And she's been looking at pictures of girls naked on the internet, and says it really turns her on. And I really think if I do this, she won't like it. If I don't do it, she might leave me. What should I do?
She's actually threatening to leave you if you don't do this?
She says she's really, really curious, and like she can't get rid of her curiosity.
So he's just afraid she's going to leave.
Right.
What were you guys saying?
What were you saying, Natalie?
Do it, man. No, just kidding.
Well, first I was like, all right, but now I'm like kind of hesitant because I don't think that's what she really wants.
I'll tell you, if you do it, it will disrupt this relationship, okay?
Right.
That relationships, close relationships, don't survive these sorts of assault on intimacy, typically. Now, the question then becomes, is it going to survive anyway? Is there something up with her where she, I mean, got some other issues that are coming to the surface here?
Yeah.
Or even if it's not an issue and she just wants to be curious, Brian, she's going to go.
Yeah,
So
but
why
I
are you
think
going to
there's something
compromise what
more-
you want to
You've been
do?
together a long time?
How long have you guys been
a long
together?
time?
5 months.
A month.
5 months.
5 months.
5 months.
And
So this isn't
are-
a real committed relationship then?
Yeah, we're really serious. We're talking about getting married and everything.
What's her past like? Do we know?
She did have like a really violent sexual episode.
How old?
She was 15.
15. She was raped.
Right.
Okay, we would predict that something happened to her before that too, and you'll find that somebody got to her when she was 6 to 8 in that range. That's what set her up to be victim. That's why the victimizer knew that this was somebody to victimize appropriately, and so there is a lot of material here that you guys ought to look at before you get into any sort of long-term commitment, and you definitely shouldn't have her act out on these impulses because they are coming from a very unhealthy place right now.
Right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
She's doing.
She has to leave you. She's leaving anyway.
Yeah.
I know.
She's working a little chaos into the relationship because she's feeling a little too
Sabotage.
close to him. She's starting to feeling a little vulnerable.
Right.
So she's going to work some chaos, some sabotage in.
Yeah.
And believe me, she'll hate him for doing
help
it
her,
There's
no.
nothing
later
you can
on.
do to help
Yeah.
her out of that either.
You never
No.
If she
mean
wants
that
to
when
do
you
that,
say
she
that.
should, he should either step away and let her have her life, and then.
But understand, it's an acting out. It's not something that she's going to do and then go, oh, well, see, I resolved that now by doing it. It's going to
Right.
it's going to
Right.
get worse.
It's an
Right.
Don't do it.
again.
No, well, the thing is either both of you work on this relationship in a serious way with some therapy and all that kind of stuff, or have 5 of these and then break up.
Right.
Go out with,
Exactly.
with a bang.
Felina.
Hi, I just wanted. Okay, me and my roommate, we're strippers down here at the Popular Club down here, and on occasion we take a guy home and we share him. And in the last 3 weeks, I've been dating this guy, and he's a really super guy. And my question is, how do I make Jade not understand that I don't want to share this one?
This I would predict that Felina and Jade were products of just we were just talking about. Right? You guys think?
Could be.
Yeah.
Yep. Sounds like an
Maybe.
act out, but
Yeah.
It's hard when people start calling people Jade. Jade is your roommate, right?
Yes.
You're both working in the same club, and you have sex. Bring some guy home, have sex with him, right?
Except now she's developing a relationship.
Felina,
For the
you don't
first
have a
time.
shot in hell. Jade will go right after him. There's
Well,
no
no.
way.
No, see, it's not all Jade. It's not all Jade. See, we only do this whenever, like we're intoxicated at work.
oh, that's good.
And, I mean, it's it's
You know,
not her.
I gotta say
I'm not saying it's her fault that you guys do this. I'm saying that Jade will go right after this boy that you really like.
one thing that
But wait,
She has her own boyfriend.
Well, there's a problem when you share guys and you open up the cat box with women. The claw doesn't go back in when you want it to.
Okay, but see, if there's not a guy
Where's that
around,
cat
I mean,
box?
and we're intoxicated, I mean, it's just me and her.
but did,
All right, so
did
you're
they
fine.
share this guy already or no?
They already both
No.
been with this guy.
Oh, you've
No.
just been with him, okay?
She's
Well,
just been with him and wants to keep it to
Totally.
herself. And I'm saying you don't have a shot in hell because she will go right after it if you don't want to share it now.
well,
At least ask.
We're best friends, though.
Make an effort.
I want to say this. I'm going to shift gears for a second here and say one of the things I like about stripping, which is interesting about stripping, which is it's really the only job I can think of where people give you booze while you're working and it's encouraged. You know, the DJ gets on and goes, oh, let's buy, a little $15 for 3 ounces of champagne, Buy the champagne, buy this, and you give it to the chicks. What other, you couldn't go into some kind of office job and have someone hand you a 6-pack and have your boss watch you drink it. That's a good gig. You get loaded while you're at work and the boss doesn't care. Right, Drew?
I wish you knew how disturbed I was by this whole scenario. It's really a mess. I mean, I don't even know where to start.
You talking about your career? Or are you talking about...
No, but now I really don't know what to do. But
You're sitting around talking to strippers instead of doing something important with your life?
I don't even know if we could go all the way back to where Felina got to here.
All right, well, let's try.
There's no way.
You want to try?
Really?
All right, try real
you
fast.
try. She will.
Oh, it's going to take
No, they listen
an
to me.
hour.
The ladies listen to me, right, ladies?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Go
Try
on.
not to put the 5-minute pause in before you respond next time. Kind of ruins the point. Felina,
Yes.
when did you lose your virginity?
Why?
Oh, all right. I think we're already somewhere.
All right, well, let's not make a jerk out of her.
Okay.
Felina, we would assume that somebody at some point in your life did something to you that set you up, that you didn't have self-worth, or you didn't feel good about yourself, or you were angry at men.
And your whole
or you were
orientation to
hurt.
sexuality was distorted, and your need for empowerment over men was distorted. Your boundaries are unclear. Your sense of your own self and who you are interpersonally is not healthy. And that all that background sets you up for what the situation you're in right now, okay? If you really want to have a stable relationship, you're going to have to create boundaries in your relationship with your friend. You have to commit to this relationship. You're going to have to cut down on substance use, and if you're an addict, get into recovery. I mean, there's a tremendous amount that needs to be done here, far, far beyond just telling Jade she needs to keep her hands off your friend, off your boyfriend. Because a lot of work needs to be done here. Your living situation needs to be clarified. Really think about your life and what you're doing, and whether or not you want to go forward in a healthier fashion.
All right.
That's about all you can say.
Yeah.
I hate when Drew gives stripping, pornography, and prostitution a black eye with that kind of rhetoric. Oh, there's a lot of chaos going on. Jamie is 19 and on the phone. Jamie?
Hi, guys.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good.
Good. I have a problem. Over the summer, I was drinking with my uncle, and he had told me something like he was making comments about my breast size and was telling me that he had, looked up my skirt before and whatnot. And we live in the same house.
Is your uncle 14?
No, he's 32.
Uh-huh. And then he set the mason jar down and said, can you see this guy?
Yeah.
I had looked up your skirt before.
All right, so what's the question?
Well, my
it's very
question is,
classy.
the only problem is that, there are other instances before, like when I was sleeping, and I woke up and he was standing in my doorway, and we live in the same house, and this happened over the summer, and then I went away to school, and now I'm back, and I'm just wondering that if anything like this ever happened again, I don't really want to tell my parents because they're not going to believe me, so I don't know how to confront the issue if something like this were to happen again.
How to deal with your uncle is the question, right?
Yeah.
How should I deal with him? Okay.
And we got to take a break. Don't get drunk with family members. It can only lead to weirdness. But someone's going to say something weird. Someone's going to come on to someone. We'll take a break. Drew will go to the audience. We'll come back and get with Jamie.
If you have a question for Loveline, you can call us 24 hours a day. 323-520-LOVE. Long distance charges may apply.
More Loveline with Pamela and Natalie Molly, all from V.I.P. Check your local listings. This show's on a lot. It's on all different times.
All weekend.
Yeah.
Somewhere on the weekend.
It's
Usually
sort of Baywatch-esque in the fact that I never could figure out what day Baywatch originally aired on or at.
Well,
I would just turn on the TV and there was just Baywatch. Yeah, but what I mean is they run V.I.P. They run the hell out of it, right?
Yeah, it's all over the place, a couple times a weekend. And it's different in every city, so it's on Fox mostly.
Right.
Yeah.
She used to work at a hot dog stand, Drew, but they
No.
pulled her out of it and they put her in a detective agency.
Oh, right.
It happens all the
It
time.
happens
of
all the
course.
time.
Well,
It does.
Adam, you worked at a hot dog stand.
No, I didn't.
You tried to.
You're thinking of gay porn, Drew. That's different.
I said you tried to get a
And
job
I
at hot
asked you
dog.
not to bring that up.
Hot
I
dog on a
tried to
stick.
get a job at Hot Dog on a
Yeah.
Stick when I was 18.
right.
Yeah. They're paying those chicks another $3 an hour for the horrible uniforms they wear, and I wanted to apply, and they wouldn't let me.
Oh.
Yeah, keeping the man down. That's right. All right, where the hell's Jamie? Line 4? Jamie?
Hey.
All right,
Nutty
so
uncle.
your uncle came on to you. Your uncle drinks. It's a little messy.
Oh, was he intoxicated?
He was drinking at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, he was.
So
Yeah.
Is he an alcoholic?
No, I don't think so.
How much older is he than you?
32. He's 32.
13. He's like 13 years.
She's
And-
19.
And
Oh,
he's
okay.
he's also married. And like, I'm just afraid that like if anybody finds out about this, not only is he gonna break up their marriage, but I mean like,
let's-
there's
Why is
nobody
he,
can-
why is he
What do you
living with
care?
you?
Huh?
Why is he living with you?
Hey, your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea.
Why are you living at home?
Because it was for over the summer. I go to school back east.
All right, let's get some audience input from this. I've got my own ideas.
Yeah.
I think she needs to confront her uncle about what he's doing and about what's going on, and then go to her family and let everybody know what's going on. Because even though if he's married, I mean, he shouldn't be doing this, especially if he's married.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds
Absolutely.
decent.
I'll tell you what, she needs to stay away from her uncle. That's the first order of
But
business.
wait, Jamie specifically said she's afraid to tell her
Family
parents
would believe
because
her.
they won't believe her.
Yeah.
Why won't they believe you?
Just because like I don't know, he's like everybody thinks he's such a great guy. It's one of those things that I'm kind of like the black sheep of the family.
Why
so
are you the black sheep of the family?
because I'm just I don't know. He's a real like kiss up to the family,
Well,
and I'm not.
you going to college and everything is breaking the string. You know, they had a nice run going. People working in muffler shops.
Yeah.
And
Never,
she's going to
ever
screw up
leaving
the
home.
curve and go off to college like some kind of city slicker.
If parents even or people in family cannot deal with you in an empathic way, kind of screw them. You know what I mean? If you stay away from your uncle for being an abusive, inappropriate guy, if he doesn't respond to your direct and firm confrontation, but if your family doesn't respond to you when you go up to them for help in earnest, they're out too.
What would
The hell with that.
Why would they think you would be fabricating
See,
this?
this is the thing, though. Why does Jamie feel so, like, unworthy that if somebody was doing something that's dangerous to her life and her well-being, that your mother and father wouldn't believe you? Where do you get that in your head?
Just probably just because he and I had such a good relationship.
I don't care about him.
Okay.
Why wouldn't your parents believe you?
I don't know. I just don't think that. I really, honestly, don't think that they would. Because I somewhat told his brother, and he was just like, well, I don't really believe that.
Why is that brother not your uncle?
No, he is. Well,
They're-
it's the other brother.
The other uncle.
Yeah, it's my dad's other brother.
Jamie, I think we can all agree she needs to get out of that environment. And people offer a lot of excuses as to why they can't afford to or whatever, but you can't afford to get raped, can you?
By
You
a family
can't afford to have your
member, yeah.
life destroyed. I think you could come up with a cleaning deposit before you could afford all the other things that could possibly happen when you're living under the same roof as this guy. Maybe your family's a write-off. Maybe they are screwed up. Maybe they're not going to believe you. Maybe this guy will go into some sort of freaked-out alcoholic
You're
rage
right. Maybe he's an
if he
alcoholic
finds out.
whose disease is beginning to progress. But you need to stand up and be heard. And if they can't hear you, they're not worthy of a close relationship right now with you.
Or you
and
do
you have
what
to create some distance.
You do what Diane Farr does, which you fire up the hairspray can, you burn this guy like a French fry.
Somebody like that they deserve that.
Yeah. Oh,
That's terrible.
you know, what is that impulse of, I
It's a
got a
sickness.
brother and I'm going to go after his daughter. I got a sister, I'm going after his daughter.
It destroys someone. It destroys some people. I have friends that have had things like that happen to them, and they're destroyed now. You know what I mean? They're on drugs. They act out.
Well, this
I mean,
is the
it's
thing
horrible.
we've been saying is that the guys that perpetrate this stuff in the first place, it's not like they just robbed a store and they go to jail for that event. They turn people into, they ruin their lives going forward, you know, for the rest of their life.
They get hold of a kid when the kid's 6 and the kid's 36 and still screwed up.
And still creating more chaos and
And
consequences in the
sometimes people
world.
don't even realize it until they're, 36, that something like that happened because it's so traumatic.
Right. They got 12 years of heroin behind them and they don't even know why they were doing it. And that's the worst part. That's why these people need to be put down.
Absolutely.
And I'm
Put 'em in a
sure
big pit
somebody
and
did
bury
this to Jamie, which is why she thinks there's something wrong with her,
All
and
right.
she's the black sheep, and that's why her parents won't listen.
Get out of there.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, let's go to next call. Bambi.
Yes, I've been dating my boyfriend for about 4.5 months, and while we're having sexual intercourse, I won't climax, I won't have an orgasm at all, and the only person I've ever had an orgasm with is this boy, and his penis is crooked. I don't understand. Does this mean that I have to have sex with a guy with a crooked penis in order to climax?
This is just the kind of highbrow stuff we're looking for.
All right, we got to...
Go, baby. Just go. Go, baby. Go, girl.
All right, Bambi, just a second. We've got to go to break right now. We've got a bench full of women here ready to help you out. Adam and I will try to help you. But first, we're going to go to a clip from V.I.P.
There you go.
Hello, VIP.
Hey, Val.
Nikki, are you okay?
Yeah, everything's okay.
So, where are you?
I'll meet you later at Chesler's.
You know that trip to Bosnia you were talking about? I've been seriously thinking about that, and you know, it sounds like a lot of fun. I really, really, really want to go. Is there 4 seasons there? Nikki? Nikki? Hello?
Val, the phone went dead 15 seconds ago.
Nikki? Nikki? Nikki?
Hang it up!
Hello, I'm Mark.
And I'm Stan.
And we're of the one-hit wonder group Sugar Ray. And you're watching Loveline on this beautiful network,
MTV.
You can email us at loveline3@aol.com. Please include your phone number.
All right, we're back with more Loveline. We have the cast of VIP here. Check your local listings. When we left off, we're speaking of Bambi. Bambi's 19, has not been able to have an orgasm via intercourse with any guy except for the guy with the English in the peanut. The little jog.
Crooked penises are good. We both had crooked penises, and I
I'm
put
all
mine
for
too
a
now.
crooked penis, yeah.
You don't mind that?
I don't mind it.
Now, did
we
it,
think that Bambi's boyfriend that she has right now just doesn't really know how to work it right.
So you don't believe that it would be a requisite, that it could really be that big a difference?
No.
That
They just need
they
to,
need
you
it,
know,
right?
He just needs to
work it a little
Or,
better.
you know, sometimes it's also the relationship. Like, did you see the crooked penis man for a short period of time or a longer period of time than normal? No pun intended. Shorter or longer?
Was it yeah.
Bambi?
It was just a one-night thing.
Which, if you feel less vulnerable with somebody that you don't know, maybe that's going to make it
It was
easier
something
for
about
you
the
to
total
orgasm.
experience was something provocative for her, and wasn't just the anatomy.
Right.
And especially for women, that is true.
It's really emotional.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
So
What
if
about-
she feels emotionally
Give your present
unsafe,
boyfriend a little bit more time, and he'll get it right.
Are you?
Angle it a little different.
I have a question.
Different position.
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting that, you know, Bambi sort of seems detached and is not. In your upbringing, is your family still together?
Yes,
And what was your relationship with your father like?
it was good.
Because I get the sense that when you feel more vulnerable in a close relationship and you can't function quite as well sexually then. Is that true?
I think that when I'm not in a relationship with somebody, I'm more open.
Why is that? See,
Sexual experiences?
that's the opposite of how
What
your emotional
normal?
world usually works. Why is that?
I guess I don't want to bring everything that I want to do out in the relationship all at one time.
Why is that? Why do you feel so vulnerable? Why is being vulnerable and being close and being intimate so difficult for you?
I guess because I don't want to get hurt.
Where
Right,
where
but
have you
who
been
hurt you
Who hurt
before?
you? Right, that's what we're getting at. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Were you molested?
No.
And you were never raped?
No.
Did somebody physically abuse you in your house growing up? Hit
No,
you?
I'm
it's
not
not
getting
that.
any of that.
I
I'm
got
just
like-
getting someone disappointed or someone left.
You got like what?
My mom and I have a really bad relationship. I guess we pretty much had. I pretty much got mentally abused by my mom.
Okay. All right. So people that were responsible to nourish you emotionally disappointed you badly growing up, so you don't want to be vulnerable again and be hurt and be open to all whatever that material is, especially in an intimate sexual encounter where things feel so out of control. You can't feel that out of control.
Well,
You can't open.
some women look at that as giving away part of their
Themselves, yeah.
part of their self, and so they become vulnerable. So she'll have the orgasm with the guy.
Look at their faces.
They're not
just me.
All right, but if you've seen the show, what do they know? They're running around in a thong back, spraying people with hairspray and lighting them on fire.
Wait, Pamela, what do you think?
Looking for
Wait,
orgasms.
Pamela, what do you think? Do you disagree with this, or?
I disagree with it. I mean, I'm sure maybe that's for some people, but
Yeah.
I don't feel that way.
You know?
No, I like losing control. I like having orgasms and, right?
But no,
Not that
I
you
mean,
would- yeah,
no, you
yeah.
like having an
What are you
orgasm.
asking me?
you like losing control. You like having an orgasm. But isn't there a greater fear when you're with somebody who you really care about and who you're scared may abandon you or something? I mean, see, that's
Right.
what I think what's going on with Bambi.
With this,
Yeah, I know
I think this girl at the beginning, you can feel less vulnerable at the beginning of a relationship than
Right.
you can right in the middle of a relationship because they don't know you as well. You don't have as much to lose. You don't have as much at stake, and it seems easier for her possibly to have an orgasm
Early.
early, and
for that
then
reason.
not, and then possibly if they grow together again,
Absolutely.
because
Absolutely.
you tend to grow into it. And there's it seems to me she's at a scary point with somebody. She's just
Right.
not ready
Very
to give that up. Not that it doesn't sound like anything really bad has happened to her. Just that she's just scared.
But there's a
Everybody gets
reason
scared.
for it.
There's
and
a
it's not the
reason.
crooked penis.
But
Is the point we're
everybody's
trying
been
to
left.
make.
Yeah,
it's not the crooked penis. That's the point.
But
Right.
The guy with the crooked penis
All right.
rocked her world, but that's not
Sarah, what's going on there?
Hello. This is my situation. I've been married for a couple of years, and about a year ago, my husband met a young lady that he decided to help out. About 4 months later, he came home with her nickname tattooed on his leg, Cue Ball. Since then, we've separated. He wants to get back, stating that it's only a friendship, but I, as his wife, say that unless he gets rid of the girl and the tattoo, he can't come back. Do I have a right to ask that?
How did he help? He said he helped out Cue Ball. Did he buy her a wig or something?
Welding something for
Well, it was start off with phone calls, and then it was other things besides the tattoo that he was doing.
No. What was he
What
doing
is-
when he helped her? Did he bring her into your home? Did he get her a
He
job?
said, yeah,
Did he?
she said he helped her out.
He got her a job. He gave her money.
For services?
Yeah, services.
Well, what kind of services were rendered that he paid her for?
Well, I mean, he didn't pay her for anything. He's just helping her out.
Well, so the point is, you want to know if that's a reasonable
need more
thing
details.
to ask?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty reasonable.
This husband and wife, a husband helped her out. This other girl came home with a tattoo of another woman on his body.
Gave her money.
The same
Gave her a
woman.
job.
Why did he feel the need to tattoo himself with her name?
I've asked him that question. He can't give me an answer.
Oh,
He works
him
in
to get
heaven.
out.
this is a match made in heaven. Does this guy work around metal?
No.
What's he doing? Doesn't weld?
Muffler shop.
Muffler shop?
No.
What
Huh?
does he do?
What's he do for a living?
Well, I mean, he works for a he works for a tire company.
This guy's a screwball. I mean, your husband's a joker. I mean, this guy's an idiot,
Leave him
right?
out, Sarah. You don't need to take him
Well,
back.
let's explore what's up with Sarah that she wouldn't be totally outraged by this.
Sarah did pretty good, though. She threw him out.
Yeah, but it probably took
that
quite
was
a
'cause
bit.
he beat the crap out of her or something. That wasn't
I'm,
for this.
I'm picking up substances here. You guys smoke a lot of pot or do speed together or something?
Oh no, God no.
Drink together.
Oh, God, no. We just
My
taken
life is
him.
alcohol.
Your
You know,
what?
wine coolers.
How many a day are you doing?
Oh, I only do them on my nights off.
How many a day would you do when your nights are off?
Well, maybe one.
Okay, it's not the
she's
one.
that.
It's not that.
No.
One 3-gallon jug of
Nice try,
Tropical
but
Delight.
See,
Only people
Sarah,
drink those.
we're a little confused that you're not completely outraged
Yeah,
and
that's
throwing this guy out and
crazy.
running as
That
fast as
is-
you can
yeah.
away from the guy. I mean, he's
Exactly.
having an affair with somebody. He's tattooing her name on it. She's
he
bringing
have
her into
her
your
name on it? Does
life.
he have
I
his
mean, it's
wife's
just
name?
bizarre.
He doesn't know why he tattooed
can't
the
give
name
you
on
any
there.
real answers to things.
No.
I mean, why you are not totally outraged. What occurs to me is you're sort of preoccupied or intoxicated or involved with a substance, and that's why you're sort of in such massive denial about what this guy's really all about.
no, I'm just basically a nice person, and then
No,
and I
Sarah,
can't
no,
believe it.
No,
No.
Gandhi wouldn't put up with this guy's ass. You
Yeah.
understand me?
Huh?
Gandhi kicked this guy right in the nuts with his good sandal.
Yeah.
You hear me? It's
Yeah.
not nothing to do
Okay.
with nice. It's a low self-esteem. You don't
Yeah.
like
And
yourself.
enabling.
You don't feel good about yourself, so you let
somebody
this guy
treat you
run over
bad.
you.
Well, I have to admit I probably do have that problem.
Oh, yes.
Of course you
Okay. You have any kids?
No.
Good.
Oh,
Then
Sarah.
take him out and get some help and get a new man.
There you
That's
go.
right.
They're nice people like
Do,
that.
She is a nice person. She hadn't had any kids into this.
yeah.
There you go.
I don't want to sound trite, but if you're a nice person, be nice to yourself.
Right.
Get rid of this abusive idiot. Go take an aerobics class. Start new.
That's right.
Exactly.
All right,
That'd
Paul.
be your best bet.
Just like you guys, right?
Yeah, exactly. If I'm aerobics.
I think we're right with the aerobics
No
part.
guy
I'm
better
not
be
sure
coming
about
in
finding.
with a tattoo with some other girl's name in my
Oh, I
house.
hate. Oh, and can't
That'd be it.
imagine. That'd be
You
it.
give him one of those
I'd throw
karate
him
kicks.
like a brick.
Yeah.
It'd be a hairspray again.
Yeah, I would call Diane. I'd say, Diane, do you think you could come over and
torch this
Bring your
guy.
hairspray.
torch some guy for me?
Paul.
She'd probably say yes.
Paul, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your real name, Paul?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, right after the Northridge earthquake, we were left without water to do our wash, and we ran out of clothes and underwear. My wife gave me a pair of her underwear to wear, and since then I've actually
taken them off. It's been 4
Exactly.
years.
I've actually gotten into it, and I've even gotten into wearing her lingerie.
Where's Tasman
Even
for
though-
this question?
I know.
Even though I tell her there's nothing to worry about or anything like that, she's starting to express some concern. Is this something that some men do, or is there something that she should be concerned about?
Yes.
Adam, you
What
know
do you
you
like
do it all
about
the
it?
time.
Well,
We're doing it right now.
let's show
Went
us.
to your dressing room. I don't know. Stole yours.
I was missing it in the back. I came here in sweats. I said, "Where's my underwear?" Oh, Adam must have taken it.
That's right. I added to my collection.
And it's
Right?
a G-string, right?
All right, listen, we're going to take a break. I'm going to put some talc down my shorts, and then we'll come back, and we'll deal with Paul.
If you have a question for Loveline, you can call us 24 hours a day, 323-520-LLVE. Long distance charges may apply.
More Loveline with fabulous cast from V.I.P. Now, when we left off, we were speaking of Paul. And the Northridge earthquake, which is a big earthquake we had out here in Southern California about 4 years ago. Oh, yes.
Longer than that.
No,
That's what
longer.
it's about.
It was 5
Like
years ago. My
5.
kids were 1.
All right. How many days? Do we want to break it down into days, or if I just say 5, that's all right?
It's all right.
A while back, a piece back, we had ourselves a quake. And they shut down the water, they shut down the power, so Paul was forced, like many of us, to put on women's panties. And the tough part for me at the time, I was doing construction and teaching boxing. And I did not have dungarees. I had to teach the boxing and do the framing in the women's panties.
With no pants.
Just the boots,
Yeah.
the women's panties, no dungarees, and a tube top. Because that's the only thing I had clean.
That's what you got out, right?
It was that or the pasties. I went with the tube top. So Paul had to put the women's panties on, and he's never looked back.
No, I don't wear them until I get home from work. I mean, I have no desire to go outside wearing this.
Oh, okay.
Oh, like Adam did. I see.
Right.
What about them do you like?
I would say I like the feel about it, and probably because I don't know if it feels wrong or if that's the turn on about it, but it also relaxes me.
How do you fit in them?
I know. Do you
What
like the
kind are they,
snug
though?
fit?
Are they
Fall
like?
off the sides or anything? I mean, you
well-
know.
Do you like a G-string or do you
Yeah,
like a brief?
full bottom,
Or
or they're like
bikini?
Brazilian kind of cut.
Oh no, they're kind of like the like a slip boxer that my wife wears.
Oh.
Oh, like little shorts.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sort of
Silky little frilly.
And sometimes you got to use a shoehorn to get in, you know.
Yeah.
So you like the tight
Be
feeling?
comfortable
Said shoehorn.
for a guy.
Okay, so do you need it to function sexually?
No, I don't need it to function sexually, but I'm just worried that my wife is gonna.
Take them away.
Never thought about that.
Are you otherwise okay interpersonally with your wife? Or,
You know, it's I'm seeing some looks, and I do
no,
communicate.
no. Let's take this issue away.
Okay.
The relationship is okay?
Oh, it's great.
Sexually, you're able to perform okay? No big problems?
Absolutely.
It's just this one little behavior you need. Have you thought about bringing it into your sexual?
We have a couple of times.
And what happened with that?
Things were great.
Well, how do you bring it in?
It's more of like a foreplay type thing where she would start rubbing me and it would arouse me. But it's just lately she's been kind of having looks, I don't want to say of disgust, but it's starting to concern me a little bit, and I want to somehow reassure her, or maybe there is a problem, or reassure that there isn't a problem.
What is the problem you fantasize that she believes you're having?
That this is something wrong, or that she might be afraid that this is going to lead into something other than a heterosexual relationship.
Okay, so all right, so this kind of thing usually has very little to do with sexual identity.
Okay.
It does not mean you're gay.
However, I believe that the woman is right. I mean, it's one thing if you, even if we want to say that it's okay to experiment and try things and this and that, when you're doing this every day, I think she has a right to say, no more of this.
Yeah, I think I should mix it up a little.
Well,
you know, some days underwear, some days guys underwear, some days G-strings. I think that sounds like
it is a
mix it up.
fetish, and if it gets too involved in their sexuality, it will become something he will need to function. So it's good that they keep it out. He does need to contain it. There are theories about why guys do this, and it has something to do with their anxiety about their own sexuality, about their feelings about being consumed by women and mom. It's all these old fantasies that stay with people, sometimes going into adulthood, and by assuming some of the garb of a woman, sometimes those anxieties settle down. It's, you know, it happens, but keep it contained. Don't let it become more generalized, and it has nothing to do with your sexual orientation, I suspect.
Okay. Keep her abreast of the situation, pardon the pun. All right, Drew, hold the book up there. I could not wear a pair of those thong backs, by the way.
Sure you could.
And, if I could, I'd wear them once. You'd have to throw them out. Because I can ruin a pair of just jockey briefs. Just, you know what I mean? You guys
After
know what I'm
one
talking
meal, right?
about.
That's like an
Put something up your
overshare.
crack.
Yeah, it's
You think you're going to
oversharing.
wear that again? Give me a break.
Oversharing, Adam.
I want one of these.
Give it.
I need one of these. I'm sure I have a lot of problems.
Oh, yes. We've devoted the whole,
Thank you.
the whole chapter to you.
I'm sure there is.
All right, Pamela, Natalie, Molly, thank you very much. V.I.P, everybody. Check your local listings. And until next time, I'm Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew and Diane Farr, yes. Say mahalo.
Loveline is a Stone Stanley production. Yeah. Cool.